Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1980 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Detroit Tigers and the Oakland Athletics at the Oakland Coliseum. On the mound for Detroit is Milt Wilcox, whose record is 11-4 with a 4.15 ERA. And pitching for the A's is Matt Keough, whose record is 9-16 with a 5.34 ERA. And so we did win yesterday, and we did gain a game on the Yankees. We're still 8.5 back with 13 to go. That's including today's game. So not looking so good. We will probably have to almost win out at this point and hope that the Yankees drop a couple games along the way. But it's not over yet, and today I am going to play a doubleheader. So this is the first game of two today. Let's get right to it. I'm not going to record them in the same video. We're going to have two separate videos. But I'm going to try to do 2 games today and another day-night doubleheader tomorrow so I can finish off this season, hopefully on a high note, and then get right to spring training, or I should say not spring training, I mean the free agent market, and get that going. So I have time to put together everything I want to do for the 1981 season. So anyway, here is the bullpen for today. Dan Schatzeder and Pat Underwood are not available, so I've taken them off the bullpen altogether, and I've added Morris Madden, his first opportunity to pitch this season, and Larry Pashnik, who was a middle reliever. He had a few starts, but nothing too exciting. We're going to put him in the bullpen, maybe get him some innings pitched before the season's over. And so pitching for the A's is Matt Keough, who's a righty. So I've mixed it up again. It is going to be a doubleheader day. So I have Brookins in at third, and I have Dan Gonzalez in at DH today. And then in the next game, we'll have a couple other defensive adjustments. So let's go ahead and go down the Tigers lineup. And over here on the right side, you'll see the 1980 Topps card that represents that player. On the mound. Batting leadoff is Sweet Lou Whitaker, playing second base. Batting second and playing shortstop is Trammell. Batting third and in left field is Gibby. Batting cleanup and catching is the big wheel Lance Parrish. Batting fifth and playing first base is JT, Jason Thompson. Batting sixth and in right field is Gary Hancock, no nickname necessary. Batting seventh and DHing is Dan Gonzalez. Batting eighth and at third base is Tommy Brookins. And batting ninth and in center field is Omar Marino. And on the mound for the A's is Matt Keough. He's making his 32nd start. It equals a career high for him. 9-16, coming off a 2-17 season in 1979. A 5.34 ERA. He's got 100 Ks in 197 innings pitched, which is not horrible, but his walks are up there as well. Opponents are betting .277 against him. He's definitely wild. 6 hit by pitches, 10 wild pitches. He does have 5 complete games. And as we know from our last series against the A's at home, they are no slouches. They took us out behind the woodshed and basically ended our season in every aspect, other than we have a couple games to go to make it work. So Whitaker starts the game off with a base hit to center field, and that's going to bring up Alan Trammell. It is not bark at the park day. You may hear the neighbor's dog barking. Hopefully that's not too annoying. As Trammell hits a ground ball to short, and Whitaker takes second base. There's a chance for Gibby to get a base hit, score a run. Nope, he strikes out. He had 2 RBIs in yesterday's game. It's going to leave it up to Lance Parrish with 2 down. Oh, he jacks it into the left field bleachers. A 2-run shot for Parrish. That's only his 14th home run on the year. And I've had him in the cleanup spot all year, but he has not had nearly as much power as you might expect. And then Keough walks JT. So 2 down, runner on first base. Whoa, and Hancock hits it the other way too, and it's gone. That is the team-leading 21st home run by Gary Hancock, batting .304 on the year as well. So 2 2-run shots. Tigers are up 4-0 here in Oakland. Oh my gosh, another home run. Back-to-back home runs. This one by Dan Gonzalez, his first on the year. He's 5 for 9, and that is his first career home run. So nice job by Dan Gonzalez trying to work his way into next year's starting lineup. And then, of course, Tom Brookins grounds out to first. So 3 home runs in the first inning for Detroit. We go to the bottom of the first, 5-0. Here is the lineup for the Oakland A's. Batting leadoff, playing left field, is Derek Bryant. Batting second and playing first base is Orlando Gonzalez. Batting third and in center field is Ricky Henderson. Batting cleanup and playing third base is Wayne Gross. Batting fifth and catching is Mike Heath. Batting sixth and DHing is Royal Stillman. Batting seventh and in right field is Mike Davis. Batting eighth and at second base is Shooty Babbitt. And batting ninth and at shortstop is Rob Picciolo. I think we had that trouble with that one the last time we faced him. Rob Picciolo. Okay, so on the mound for Detroit's Milt Wilcox going for his 12th win. This is his 26th start. Of course, he missed a month with an injury. 11-4, 4.15 ERA. Only 71 strikeouts in 143 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .273 against him, and he does have a complete game, and that was in his last start. So coming off that complete game victory, let's see what he's got today. As Bryant hits a high fly ball into the left center field. And it's caught by Kemp for the first out, so 1 down. Next up is Orlando Gonzalez. He gets a base hit to right field. So runner on first base. Next up is Ricky Henderson, batting in the third spot instead of leadoff. He hits a fly ball to center field. That's 2 down. Next up is Wayne Gross. He is a one-time All-Star and leads the team in home runs with 17. He strikes out, and we go to the top of the second, 5-0 Detroit. Number 9 hitter, Omar Marino, leading off the inning. He pops it straight up. Caught. Oh, no, it's dropped by the catcher, Mike Heath. And we've got some speed on the base pass here. We're up 5 runs. And really don't like to take the foot off the gas until we get to the 5th inning. As Whitaker walks. So it's first and second. Alan Trammell's up next. And he pops it up on the first base side. Looks like Gonzalez has it for the first out. There's 1 down. Next up is Kirk Gibson. Oh, Gibby strikes out on an inside pitch. It's going to leave it up to Lance Parrish. Had a home run in his first at-bat. And Keough gets him on strikes. Go to the bottom of the second. Mike Heath had the error in last inning. Makes up for it by getting a base hit. So Heath on first base. And Royal Stillman steps in. The lefties batting .353 versus righties. And he hits one into the gap in left center field. And it's caught right at the wall by Kemp. So 1 down for Mike Davis. Ground ball to short. That should be 2. Oh, they only can get the runner at first. Heath, it must have been a hit and run as Heath is safe at second base. And it's going to be up to Shooty Babbitt. We're going to pull the outfield in. As Heath is slow for a catcher, of course. And Babbitt pops it up into foul ground on the first base side. And it's caught for the 3rd out. We go to the 3rd inning. 5-0 Detroit. JT leading off. Oh, swings at ball 4. Ground ball to short. There's 1 down. Next up is Gary Hancock, who's 3 for 4 with 2 home runs against Matt Keough. Keough gets Hancock to hit a ground ball to second, and Babbitt makes the play. And Dan Gonzalez is 3 for 3 with a home run, and now he's... Oh, it's caught by the right fielder. I thought that was going to fall in. Mike Davis makes the catch. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Rob Picciolo. There you go. And Rob hits a ground ball to second, and there's 1 out. Back to the top of the lineup with Derek Bryant. He pounds it right into the ground back to Wilcox, who guns him down at first for the 2nd out. And that will leave it up to Orlando Gonzalez. He's 3 for 5 against Wilcox. And he grounds out for the 3rd out. We go to the 4th. Tommy Brookins leading off the inning, batting 162 versus righties. There we go, base hit to center field. And we've got some speed on the base pass now. Still up 5 runs. We're going to let Marino swing away. He pops it up. Marino has been pretty horrible since he came back from his injury. But all of our center fielders have really struggled this year, either with injuries or poor performance, as Keough throws a wild pitch and Brookins takes second. So a 1-0 count to Whitaker, and he strikes out. Wow. Okay, so that's 4 Ks for Keough. The Tigers are just swinging away. And Travel hits a blooper into right center field. It gets down for a hit. Brookins scores, and we're not going to risk getting thrown out at second base. So an RBI single for Trammell. And that brings up Gibby. Gibby gets a base hit into center field, the 7th hit off Keough. 1st and 2nd now for Parrish. And Parrish hits a ground ball to first, and Gonzalez steps on the bag for the 3rd out. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 6-0 Detroit. Ricky Henderson leads off the inning, and he gets a base hit to center field. And Ricky Henderson, he has 61 stolen bases on the year. So down 6 runs. I don't know if he'll be going. It doesn't matter because Wilcox walks Gross. So 1st and 2nd, nobody out for Mike Heath. And Heath hits it into center field, and it's caught by Marino. There's 1 down. Next up is Royal Stillman. He hits a line drive to right field, caught by Hancock for the 2nd out. It's going to leave it up to Mike Davis. Oh boy. There's a wild pitch. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. So we're going to intentionally walk Mike Davis. I'll load the bases, but we have Shooty Babbitt up. Babbitt has no power, so I'm not worried about him hitting a grand slam. And if Davis got a base hit, they'd score 2 runs anyway. Oh, come on. So Wilcox throws another wild pitch, and now it's 2nd and 3rd with a chance for Babbitt to drive in 2 runs. So my strategy is not going to work because the game doesn't want it to. And Babbitt flips it to right. It's caught for the 3rd out. And the A's get a cheap run. 6-1. We go to the top of the 5th. JT leading off. Keough at 88 pitches. Thompson hits a fly ball really deep to center field, 359 feet, caught by the center fielder, Ricky Henderson. One down for Gary Hancock. He pops it up on the infield. Shoot, he has it. Two down. I'll leave it up to Dan Gonzalez. Boom. Oh, man. That was a fat pitch there. 71-mile-an-hour changeup that he grounds to Babbitt for the third out. We go to the bottom of the fifth. 6-1 Detroit. Rob Picciolo hits a ground ball to Brookins at third. There's one down. Next up is Derek Bryant. Ground ball just under the glove of Trammell for a base hit. Only the fourth hit for the A's. Runner on first, one down. Oh, man, Gonzalez hits it the other way. It gets all the way to the wall, and then Kemp makes an error, allowing a run to score, and Gonzalez to go to third base. So it's 6-2, and we're not going to pull the infield in or anything, but starting to be a little concerned as Henderson's going to get a sac fly as Kemp makes the place cleanly that time, and it's 6-3. So the A's are back in this game, 2 outs, and Wayne Gross pops it up, straight up, and it's caught for the third out as Parrish makes that catch. We're going to flip over to the in-game stats, and 3 home runs for Detroit, but only a 3-run lead. Tommy Brookins leading off here in the 6th. He strikes out. That's 5 Ks for Keough. Next up is Omar Marino, and he pops it up to second, shortstop, I should say. Well, that's on the outfield grass. But the shortstop makes the catch. Picciolo. And Whitaker hits a line drive to center field, and it's caught for the third out. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 6-3 Detroit. Wilcox is only at 74 pitches, but he's going to be on a short leash with these lefties coming up as Heath gets a base at the center field. We have to give him a chance. Stillman's only 1 for 6 against Wilcox. And Stillman's going to hit it into right field. It's caught by Hancock for the first out, so there's one down. Runner at first for Mike Davis, and he gets a base hit to center. So we have the 8 and 9 hitters coming up. This will be it for Wilcox, these next 2 batters, no matter what happens. As Babbitt hits it into the gap, it should be caught. It is. Kemp makes the catch. Heath takes third. We're going to pull the outfield in so nothing drops in as Rob Picciolo comes in, and he gets a base hit down the first base line, and that's going to be it for Wilcox. Could not get through 6 innings. We are going to bring in Roger Weaver here in the 6th inning. We have the tying run on first base, and Bryant hits it right back to Weaver, and that is the third out. So the A's have scored in 3 straight innings, and Keough's out of the game. They're bringing in Jim Corsi, who is a 19-year-old rookie. This is his 5th game. He's got a 12 ERA. He is not ready for prime time. He's got 5 walks, no strikeouts. Opponents are batting .345 against him. So let's put some runs up on this guy. Trammell leads off the inning. He grounds out to second. There's one down. Next up is Gibby. Gibby shoots it to left field. There's a base hit. Oh, a 90% chance. With Gibby's speed and that flimsy arm, he should be safe. He is. Okay, so we take a risk there. We get ourselves a double. Here's Parrish. Runner on second, and a base hit to right field. Will Gibson score? Ooh. No, look where he's at. So we're going to say no on that one. We need that run, though. I could feel it. So we're going to hit and run. We're going to put Parrish in motion so there's no double play. And a ground ball to short should allow Gibson to score. He does. Parrish is safe at second, and that's an RBI for JT. 7-4. We get one of the runs back. And that'll leave it up to Hancock. Oh, base hit to right field. Will Parrish score? He does score from second. And it's 8-4. Let's get the route on now with Dan Gonzalez. 1 for 3 with that homer. Make it 2 for 4. Base hit to right field. Hancock takes third. And this is why Corsi's got a 12 ERA. Tommy B, he's up next, and there's a ground ball from Tom. That'll end the top of the 7th inning. We go to the bottom half. And we have 2 lefties up this inning. So we are going to take out Weaver. We're going to bring in Morris Madden with a 4-run lead. So this is I believe this is his major league debut. Yep. Only pitched as high as a Double-A. He is a left-hander, 20 years old. Let's see if he can be a little bit better than Morris Madden. Jim Corsi, as Gonzalez pops out to second base. So here's a test with Ricky Henderson. That's good. He didn't walk him. It's a full count. He hits a ground ball to second. Whitaker makes the play. And lefty on lefty with Wayne Gross. And Gross is going to fly out to right. So solid debut for Morris Madden. We go to the 8th. Omar Marino will... Oh, no, I think they're going to change the pitcher because it's taken a moment to think about it. They do. They're going to bring in Ben Hayes. So this is his 5th game for the A's, but he did pitch in 16 games for the Reds. Overall, 1-0 ERA. 14 walks against 8 strikeouts. And, who knows? I guess the batting average is .289 overall. 4 wild pitches. He does have a save. So let's see how Marino does against the rookie. Marino does what he always does. He flies out to center field. So 1 down for Marino. 0 for 4 on the day. And, oh, man, I thought that was a base hit down the right field line for Whitaker as it's speared by Gonzalez. So that's 2 down. Next up is Trammell. He walks Trammell. Runner on first for Gibby. Gibby 2 for 4, but 2 Ks today. And Gibson hits a ground ball to short. And there's your 3rd out. So we're going to take Madden out. Good job by him. And we have a righty and 2 lefties. So we are going to bring in Dan Petrie. And let's see what he can do here in relief. As he faces Mike Heath. And Heath hits a ground ball to third base. There's 1 down. We're going to let Petrie pitch to the lefties, which could be a very bad idea. Petrie's struggled all year. Hey, he strikes out Stillman. Stillman 0 for 4 with a strikeout. He had that 2-home run game against us in the previous series. And Davis hits a ground ball to short. Wow, look at this. The relievers are getting the job done. And we head to the 9th. 8-4. Lance Parrish leads off the inning with a base hit to right field. Parrish 3 for 5 today. So runner on first for JT. Does not have a hit, but he does have an RBI and a walk. And Thompson's going to hit. Oh, that should have been a double play. 2 of my slowest base runners, but Parrish is hustling. So Parrish stands on second base. Here's Gary Hancock, 2 for 4. He had that home run in the first. He's going to slice it into foul ground on the third base side. The largest foul ground territory in the American League. And it's caught for the 2nd out. That'll leave it up to Dan Gonzalez. Ground ball to second. And that'll do it. We go to the bottom of the 9th. We're going to bring in a different right-hander. We're going to bring in Larry Pashnik. making his career debut. 24-year-old from Double A. Pitched really solidly. Let's see what Pashnik's got in him. Shooty Babbitt. Major league debut against Shooty. And Babbitt pops up to third. Brookins makes the catch, 1 down here in the 9th. Rob Picciolo gets a base hit to left field. 2 for 4 for the shortstop. Next up is Derek Bryant. Runner on first, 1 down. And Bryant hits a ground ball to third, 2 to end the game. No, only get the lead runner at second base. So this will be a challenge for Pashnik. We have lefty Orlando Gonzalez up. He's batting .304 versus righties. And Gonzalez hits a ground ball to third, and that is the ball game. Good job by the bullpen. Tigers win 8-4 on the strength of the 5-run first inning. They hit 3 home runs. Let's take a look at the standings. 8 games back. So the Yankees had the day off, so we gained a half a game. And let's take a look here at the National League. Those races are still pretty close. Houston edging out LA, and Montreal stretching it to 3 games. Let's take a look at the transactions. Nothing of note. Ron LaFleur out a few games. Let's pull up the box score, get out of here. We're going to have a doubleheader. Next game, game 2 will be up shortly. And while this is loading, we'll take a quick look back here, actually. I'll tell you who you can expect. It's going to be Dave Rozema versus Alan Worth. Alan Worth, who has won 2 games in a row and totally shut us down in his last start. Parrish with number 14, Dan Gonzalez, Major League homer number 1. Gary Hancock hit number 21. Wilcox, 12-4. Pretty solid. Bullpen was great. Matt Keough, 9-17 on the year. So that's it for game 1. We'll be back with game 2 today. Until then, everyone, have a great time.